Hi everyone, this is OG Coach here. I'm glad to be on your screen today. I want to say thank you so much for joining me here, and thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much for the comments. I appreciate everything. Like I tell people, your comments makes me creative and gives me a head start where I'm going. So today I'm going to be telling you how I was able to deal with the uh, COVID-19 fatigue. It's just amazing. Now I work as a health and safety consultant, and from the month of March 23rd, 2020, I've always been working, you know, going out, but always making sure that I follow the site operating procedure of the Construction Leadership Council. Every version that has come out, I just stick to that. But I noticed that in the month of November, you know, I felt very, very weak, very unwell, and into December, it was really serious, and I had to go through lots of, I was thinking, what's going on? How is my body feeling this way? You feel weak, tasteless in the mouth, and very tired. Getting up was like, it's as if you've walked overnight or you've done something to your body overnight. But it was not a very pleasant feeling. I'm a very active person, and I hardly sit in one place. I must have something I'm doing. I get busy, I'm always out there doing something. But right now, I felt so very much unwell, and I knew something has happened to my system. But after the process, just about 10, 14 days, I got well again. And but what happened was that by the time I recovered myself, everything was okay. I noticed that there was a persistent fatigue that was going on. So, like in my body, it's like I could just lay in one place for hours, not wanting to get up. So, post fatigue, according to the patient.info website, it said it's completely different to normal tiredness. I know that, as well as total exhaustion. Sorry, as well as total exhaustion. Hi everyone, thanks so much for that. So, what I'm doing this video to help somebody who could be experiencing the same thing in their body or in their system. You know quite well that things are not just going well with you. See, post-viral fatigue is completely different to normal tiredness. As well as total exhaustion, people with post-viral fatigue feel generally unwell. And according from the website that I'm reading from patient.info, it said it's sometimes seen among patients recovering from other viruses. Now, how was I able to deal with the fatigue when it came? That's what I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. It's not a good feeling. It wasn't a good feeling at all. It's not something that you want to pray for anybody to go through, or you want to see somebody go through. From my point of view, an adult could survive it, but a kid going through that problem or that issue is going to be very difficult, very, very difficult. I wonder how the parents will be able to manage with the kids. I'm a very active person, very, very active. I exercise every time. I'm always ready to do things, but it's just amazing. Now I'll be telling you how I was able to deal with it. Just hold on. I need to first of all make you understand that different people deal with things different ways, and it depends on how you are feeling or what you're going through, and how you want to deal with the situation. So this was how I dealt with the post-viral fatigue, or the fatigue I was feeling at that time. Number one, the first thing I did was that, knowing quite well that something was not right in the system, I just prayed. I'm very spiritual, deeply spiritual. I just prayed. I spent quality time, whether I'm on the bed, I'm praying, just spending time to pray. Because the way it feeling comes is that you wake up in the morning, but you don't even know if it's morning or not, because it's like you slept the whole night just in one position, and I prayed, and I'll pray. When I pray, I receive inner strength coming into me, so that prayer then I begin to speak words into my life, into my spirit, into my body, saying words like, I'm strong, I was quoting scriptures, I know that I'm strong, and I know that I can get up out of this situation. I know I can come out of this. I just kept those words coming in, because what I needed to do was to infuse those words from my own understanding and from the understanding based on my upbringing, to infuse those words right into my spirit. I needed them in my spirit because I knew quite well that something was not right inside. Or I felt that, I know that feeling was just there. So I just kept speaking those words in and declaring those words from the Bible that I've read, prayers and praying for myself, because you know quite well that, man, there's not been treatment for it. There's been treatment maybe in some areas, but I just kept praying and praying for it. And from that time, when I'm praying, I now take the next move of getting up from where I'm lying down. So that's the next thing I did. I have to get up, because there's no use for me praying and in that position of weakness, of tiredness, of exhaustion. I'm just there. I get up from where I am and make sure that I move around. I move around, and then I sometimes while moving around get support, but move on. Then the next thing I'll do is that I'll spend some time standing, walking around, and go straight. So the next thing is I go straight to the bathroom and have my bath. You see, that hot water coming in me refreshes me, refreshes my body, kind of gives me strength to be ready for the day. So it's like, I was not looking at the body being tired or feeling tired. I was looking at myself getting ready for the day. So the first thing after praying and getting up from the bed where I was lying down, sometimes I have to lift myself out of the bed to get up because of the weakness. So I stay for some time, support myself, go straight to the bathroom, have my bath. So refreshing. Then I'll have to spend time to really brush, while brushing the mouth, brushing the tongue, cleaning the tongue very well, using different pastes just to make sure that mint taste is in my mouth and things like that. So I brushed my tongue very well, Then the next thing I did was this. Immediately I finished having my bath, relaxed for some time, I will make sure that I get a healthy food to eat, So I'll get, my spouse, my wife to get the food for me. I'll eat food, make sure that I eat good food. And after eating my food, taking a lot of water, after taking a lot of water, fruits especially, I was eating lots of fruits, different fruits. I was taking in different fruits at almost every time, but I was taking a lot of water in. And also making sure that, I had multivitamins, that I was taking. You could ask me the multivitamins I took in the comment below, and I will send it to you, because I don't want to bring the name down. I'm not advertising anybody, but just telling you how I was able to go through the process, of that post-viral fatigue. It's not just a good feeling. So so you see, I pray, and after praying, I'll make sure that I walk around a little bit and take my bath. The reason why I walk around a little bit is that, you see, when I get up from the bed, that feeling of weakness is still there. So I don't just rush straight to the bathroom so I don't drop or anything happen to me there. So what I did was I'll walk around for a while to regain my strength back. It was quite a tiresome experience, very bad experience, And then the next thing is that I just take my bath, make sure that I brush very well, like I said, then have a good meal. I drink a lot of water. But while I was drinking a lot of water, I make sure that I was having fruit constantly. Fruit was really helping me constantly. Like I said before, everybody go through it differently. Everybody can go through the issue differently. But this was how I was able to do it, because I was working based on what could I do to help myself. And the way I could help myself was through using this homemade remedy that I made for myself to say, this is what I'm going to do. So I was eating lots of fruits, drinking lots of water, eating constantly, and making sure that I sit where people are. So I was not just like picking myself up, going straight to the bed, because you have that, you want to go back to sleep. And when you sleep, you could sleep for hours. So you could just be there, maybe sleep from like sometimes about maybe 7 a.m. or maybe like, let's just say about 10 a.m. in the morning. You could sleep from 10 a.m. in the morning till almost like maybe about 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. without moving. And now when you get up again, you want to go back again. So what I did was this: I'll stay among people, discuss with them, talk to them, make them understand how I was feeling, Now, when I mean people, I was staying at home, not going out, so, I was just in the room there, talking to them, just making sure that somebody comes in, peep, and make sure that, yeah, I'm in and everything is okay. Talk to me, get the food ready for me, and I just kept eating. But the thing about it was this: I just followed that routine all through. I followed the routine all through. Then, after staying indoor for almost over 14 days, I got up, I started taking a walk around, and that was how I was able to get myself back again to the state I was in. See, my advice to anyone out there is to make sure that you follow the guidelines that's been given. If you've got to stay away from people, stay away from people. If you've got to stay away from crowd, stay away from crowd. If you've got to wear your face mask, get your face mask on. Make sure it's a good one. And then use it. If you've got to wash your hands every time you go out there, please do. Do it. If you've got to take off the clothes you wore outside, then take it and put it straight into the washing machine. But the most important thing is this, always be positive about the next day. Always be positive about the next day. That really helped me. I saw that positivity about the next day. I was on the laptop sometimes, going on YouTube, listening to lectures, listening to different things happening, and that was what I did. What Jim Rohn said, something said, disappoint your disappointment. And that was what I did. I just had to set my sail. I had to set my sail to say, what, this thing is not going to hold me down. Neither is it going to prevent me from achieving what I want to achieve. I've got to keep on. I've got to move on. You see, that determination was the force that makes me to get up in the morning, looking forward to the next day. I had like a glimmer of hope in front of me that I was always looking and saying, what, this is where the sun is. This is where the ray is coming from. I'm going to keep looking at that place to make sure that, yes, this is what pulls me through whatever situation I'm going through right now. I knew that there was a feeling in me that wasn't right. There was something in me that was really bothering me. So my advice to you is that if when it comes in, be positive, speak to yourself, pray. In whatever God you're serving, pray. Because that prayer kept me on. That prayer was more of, as it comes in, as I was meditating on the word of God, it gave me the hope. It gave me the positive energy to do it, because sometimes I felt so much pain on my body, like I have really walked overnight, but I did nothing, just slept throughout, so I had to now hold the bed to lift myself up. No, it wasn't a good experience, but this was what kept me on. If I have to go through the list again, you can listen from beginning again. Number one, I prayed. Number two, I'll make sure that I get up from the bed, spend some time just walking around, balancing myself, making sure I'm okay. Then go straight to the bathroom, have my bath, then brush very well, take out the phlegm from the mouth, the tongue, have that mint and that mint taste, Then I'll sit down, take some water, make sure the water is warm. Try avoiding cold water. I avoided cold water completely. Try taking warm water, take some warm water, make sure that, I'm eating very well, go straight back, stay in the room, things like that, go to the toilet if I need to. But the most important thing was that I just make sure that I saw tomorrow as a better tomorrow. That was my focus. And that was what kept me on. That was what gave me that, impetus to move on, to say, yes, I can go through it. And then I noticed that the more I spoke those words, the more I took the routine, eating fruits and drinking a lot of water, the more I found that I was getting stronger and stronger, and that's what I am now. If you watch my previous video, the video I did on the 31st of December, somebody said, I noticed that things were not just right. I said, yeah, at that particular time I was doing the video, I was really in a state of illness. I was really feeling very, very ill. But thank God I'm alive today. Thank God everything is okay. I give God praise for that. Honestly, I give God praise. And I'm still looking after myself, to drinking a lot of water, staying away from people, using my face mask, using a hand gel, hardly traveling on public transport, except it's very necessary, But that was what kept me on. I want to say I'm really grateful. Now, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do. Thank you so much for joining me. My name once again is OG CV Coach, and I'm glad that you've been able to listen to me. But please, I would say, if you don't want to go through it, don't let your children go through it. It's not a good experience, not a fine experience at all. Also, thank you so much. You can either hit the subscription button here or hit the notification bell. Thank you, and God bless you. Now, one last word. Keep safe and remain safe. God bless you.